Good morning, dear students and all the viewers. This is me, Indramani Gewali, your compulsory mathematics teacher for grade 10 for distance learning. I would like to welcome you all in my today's first class of compulsory mathematics of grade 10. You can see, I have written some information in the whiteboard. So you can see it's grade 10 and so I'm taking subject compulsory mathematics today. Today is 2077, third uh, month third and the day is 5th. Okay, so let me write the today's topic for discussion. So I'm starting with set. This is the first unit of grade 10. So based on government syllabus, based on government curriculum, so I will be discussing, I am going to review first chapter of set, first unit of grade 10 compulsory mathematics, which is sets. So let me write the topic, sets. So I hope every one of you are ready to take the class. So you can see me in front of the screen. So I'm starting with set. So let me display a slide. So you can see I have mentioned some important information about the first unit of set, first unit of grade 10 compulsory mathematics set. So let me display a slide. So I think you can see the slide within few seconds. So you can see in the screen. So I have displayed a slide and it's talk about what is the introduction of set. There are some examples and I have also mentioned why the set is important in grade 10 or why the lesson set is important for the students of school level, or this is also important in higher classes as well. So let me tell you what is set. After defining set, I will be giving you some examples of set because so I know every one of us, we are aware about what is set and we also know what are the different examples of set because you have been studying, you have been learning set from lower class like class 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is grade 10. So I think so I don't need to explain more about the set, but still I'm trying to make it clear. I'm trying to just review and recall few topics of grade 10 in the very beginning of the class today. Okay, so let me start. What is set? So set is the collection. Set is the collection of well-defined. Set is the collection of well-defined objects. Objects or elements in maths. Okay, so what is set? Set is the collection of well-defined objects or elements in math. So let me just encircle the word well-defined. So this word is very important. This word is very important to define set, or this is very important to know whether the given examples can form a set or not. So I am taking some examples to make you understand what is set and what is the meaning of well-defined. So its meaning is, the meaning of well-defined is the something should be clearly defined. So the term should not be subjective. Okay, so let me take an example. So example number one, for example, so we can take the first example of set. Okay, so if I talk about the numbers, natural numbers, let me write odd natural numbers less than 10. Odd natural numbers less than 10. So all of us, we know what are the odd natural numbers less than 10. So there is the fixed number of natural odd which are less than 10. So let me write the numbers which are, it's clear, less than 10, but numbers are odd and natural. Let's think. Let's think, taking 10-second time. So I hope you are taking the class, you are in front of the screen. So let's think for 10 seconds. I am also writing here in the board. Okay, so what are the odd natural numbers? First number is 1, second is 3, third is 5, similarly 7 and 9. So these numbers are odd. These numbers are odd, natural, but less than 10. So we can say here are 5 numbers. These are odd numbers, odd natural, less than 10. So these numbers can form a set, and I can denote this number by capital A, and we insert in a bracket called curly bracket. Okay, so why I am denoting this set by capital A? It's not compulsory, so we can denote by any capital letters because the sets are denoted by capital letters in general, but the elements, if we take example of set in alphabets, we write elements in a small letter. This is the example. So it's, I guess it's clear because this is grade 10, we are taking grade 10 class. These are the topics that we have already learned in lower classes. So similarly, let me tell you second example. So second example of set can be, there are lots of examples we can take, there are lots of examples. So second examples, let me take an example that is related to our daily life. What can be the examples? Examples can be the days of a week, days of a particular week, or number of months or month in a year. So how many days are in a week? There are 7 days. So second example can be days of a week. So if I talk about the second example, days of a week, we know what are the different days of a week: Sunday, Monday, and so on. So there are 7 days in a week. So number of days are limited. These are clearly defined. So these days of a week can form a set. Okay, so similarly, let me tell you, you may have question in your mind, what is the example? Like in what condition the examples cannot form a set? Let me talk about like famous, top 5 famous politician of Nepal, top 5 most creative person of the world. So can you tell me, can we identify who are the top 5 politicians of Nepal? So if I ask this question to you, if I ask this question to one of the person can say, one person can say, so these are the top 5 politicians of Nepal. So another person can say, so these are the top 5 politicians of Nepal. So there is no criteria to identify, to define who are the top 5 politicians of Nepal. Similarly, there is a chance of getting different answers because different person obviously will have different opinion on choosing the top 5 politician. Simply, let me tell you the next example which cannot form a set. So I already talked on that. I already spoke a sentence. Let me repeat it again. Top most creative person of the world. Do you know? Do we know who are the top most creative person of the world? No, because this is not clearly defined. This is not clearly defined. There is a chance of getting different answers because different persons have different opinion. So I think I made it clear on the topic what is set and what are the example of set, what is the condition to define or set. So let me end this topic here. What is set? I guess it's clear. Now let me go to the next topic under set. Actually, in today's class, I will be focusing on a Venn diagram method of solving any questions based on two subsets. I will try to focus on that. Before I start the topic, let me review the topics of lower classes, because these are not so important in grade 10. Though these topics are not so important in grade 10, we need to know what are the different types of set, what are set operations, what is the cardinality relation of sets. We need to know this, because without knowing set operations, cardinality of the set, we cannot solve questions based on two subsets or three subsets in the exercise. So we will be practicing lots of questions. Here I will write many questions. I will display questions in the slide. So for that, let's discuss few minutes what is cardinality of set, what are the set operations, what are the different types of set. So let me begin with type of set. So I am not writing on the board, because these are the basic topics which we have already discussed, which we have already learned in grade 9, grade 7 and 8. So let me not take long time on this. Just I am going to read out what is displaying in the slide. So type of set, you can clearly say type of set. Here are many types of sets you can see. First is empty set. If there is no element in a set, it is called empty set. Unit set, if there is only one element, if a set contain only one element, it is called unit set. Similarly, there are other types of set. So I am not going to talk about this type of set, because this is the topic of lower class, and all of us know about these different types of set. So now let me move into the next topic. What are set operations? In fact, we have 4 different set operations. So first is union of set. First is union of a set. So let me write here set operations. So under this topic of set operations, let me write what is first set operation. It is union of a set. Second is intersection of a set. Similarly, third we have complement of a set, and fourth we have difference of a set. So these are the 4 different set operations that we need to know and learn about this. So first is union of a set, second is intersection of a set, third is complement of a set, and the last is difference of a set. So in union of a set, what is union of a set? If there are two subsets A and B, the union of a set is the elements of either set A or set B or set A and B both. Intersection of a set, if there are two sets A and B, the intersection of a set are those elements of set A and B which are common. Common element of set A and B are called intersection of set. Complement and difference. So I am leaving these 2 topics for you, so you can just review of lower grades and get the idea, and I know you already know about this. So let me go to the next topic. Today's main topic of discussion is what are the formulas that we can derive from Venn diagram. So let me start today's main topic under the topic of set. At the same time, simultaneously, so you can see the slide in the screen. Okay, so you can see the slide in the screen. So I'm going to write down some formulas from Venn diagram, or with the help of Venn diagram, I'm going to write some formulas. So let's draw Venn diagram together with me. Okay, so here U is a universal set. So I'm drawing Venn diagram based on two subsets. Here A and B are the two subsets of universal set U. Okay, so let me color these different regions in the Venn diagram, so it will be easy for every one of us to understand. So under universal set U, we can say in the board there are four different regions. So what are the four different regions? First is, this is and only A. This region belongs to only A. This is the common region of set A and B and called intersection of set A and B. Third one, which is red color, is and only B. This region belongs to only set B. And the last one is, this is complement. This region does not belong to either A or B. So this is called complement of set A and B. So let's write. So what is called for this first region in the diagram? This is and only A. What is called for this? This is N A intersection B. Okay, so what is called for this region? This is N only B, and the last region, this is N A union B complement. Let's have a short look in the diagram. Okay, so let me tell you again. Here are four different regions in the diagram. First is, this is called and only A or A difference B. This common region is called intersection of two subsets A and B. This is A intersection B. Third is the region that belongs to only set B, and this is called and only B, or we also denote by B difference A. And the last one is an A union B complement. So with the help of this Venn diagram, so I am going to write some formulas, because especially in grade 10 we practice the questions based on two subsets and three subsets both, but I prefer Venn diagram method. Though there are two methods to solve questions based on two subsets or three subsets, basically the word problems, we will focus more on word problems, but I will be focusing more on Venn diagram method. So let's get the idea of Venn diagram. I do not know, I am not sure how did you do questions of grade 9, grade 8, but I prefer Venn diagram process. Though there are two methods, formula based and Venn diagram based method, so my focus will be more on Venn diagram. Okay, so with the help of this diagram, let's write some formulas. Okay, so I already mentioned we have got four different regions in our universal set. So what is N of U? What is N of U? How many regions belongs to N of U? Let's get idea from the diagram. N only A, intersection, N only B and complement. So these are the four different regions belongs to N of U or under universal set. So let me write the same thing. N of U is N only A plus N A intersection B plus and only B plus and A union B complement. So this four different set notations belongs to n of u because n of u contains entire region in a rectangular box that is drawn in the Venn diagram. So similarly, what is n of A? So let's get the idea from the diagram and write what is n of A. Okay, so look at the circle of A. Look at the complete set A. So this is set A. Here are two different regions under set A. So these two different regions are n only A and intersection. N only A and intersection. So let's write same n only A plus and A intersection B. This is n of A. Similarly, now I believe you can write what is n of B. So let's try together. So I'm also writing here what is n of B. So n of B is, again you can look at the subset B. You can look at the subset B and write a small formula for what is n of B. So n of B is this complete circle. Look at the complete circle of B. Look at the complete set B. Here are again two different regions. Here are again two different regions. So these two different regions are intersection and n only B. Intersection of two subsets and n only B. So let's write n only B plus and A intersection B. So with the help of this diagram, so this is called Venn diagram method. This is called Venn diagram method. So I hope I tried to make it clear what is the concept of Venn diagram, what are the different regions in the universal set, and we denote these four different regions by different set notations. So I have mentioned, I have written here n only A, the first region. This region belongs to only A. The middle one, this is the common region of two subsets A and B, and its set notation is n of A intersection B. Similarly, third one is B difference A, and this is called n only B, and the last one is an A union B complement. Last one is an A union B complement. Okay, so I hope this is Venn diagram method and you got my idea what actually I tried to explain over here. Okay, so saying this is all about the Venn diagram method based on two subsets, and this is the way how we write the formula from Venn diagram. Even these formulas are not necessary in the word problems based on two subsets. I am talking about two subsets, and in our other classes I will be discussing about in our next class after completion of two subsets word problems based on two subsets. I will be discussing about three subsets word problems based on three subsets. So let me erase this. Okay, so let me display the slide again. Here are some key points. Here are some key points, and terminologies. The terminologies we have already discussed, like and only A, and only B, intersection and complement. These are called the terminologies. All right. So some key points. So I'm going to talk about some key points based on again the Venn diagram. Okay, so you can see in the slide, because I do not have much time. I don't have much time to take questions for today. So today we will be discussing now 2 or 3 minutes more. We are going to discuss what are the some key points that are very important for the exercise or questions based on two subsets. So you can see in the slide key points and terminologies. I already discussed what are the formulas and set notations in the diagram, and I also discussed about the different formulas based on diagram. So let me review the today's class. Based on government syllabus, based on curriculum of Nepal government, first unit of grade 10 compulsory math is sets. So I started from set and I talked about what is set, what are the different examples of set which are related to our somehow daily life. I took 2-3 examples. I hope you got my point. So after that, I discussed about different types of set. Slightly I discussed on that, and next we discussed what are set operations, and then we discussed two subsets diagram, Venn diagram, and I also derived, we also learned what is the concept of writing the formulas, what is the idea of writing the formulas from Venn diagram. Okay, so look at the key points. We can see in the first point, what if question says, what if question says and only one or an exactly one? What if question says and at least one? What if question says and at most one? Okay, so on these three topics we will discuss in our next class. So for today, so this is all about today's class. Thank you everyone for being with me, and have a wonderful day ahead. Stay safe. Thank you all.
बिहानी